How to negotiate an overpriced listing. So a lot of the times when I'm working with buyers, my buyers are actually going to like a property that is overpriced. What I mean by overpriced, the listed price is actually higher than the market value of the property. So how do I negotiate a property like that? So number one, the first things I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be calling the listing agent. So I want to find out how that listing agent and that seller determine the price that they're asking. Most of the time they have a pretty good reason for it, and it's not the right reason. So also I'm going to be doing a lot of research. Once I have all that information and why do I think that that property is worth less than what they're asking, I'm going to gather all that info. I'm going to do my research, and once he tells me everything about the property, a lot of the times they give you a lot of good information that you can use to make the deal. So once I tell him that, then I'm going to go in and say, listen, here's the price that I think your property is worth. Why do I think it's worth? Because that property sold for this and they have a nicer kitchen. So I'm going to give him actual reason and details. And you don't have that type of kitchen, you don't have that type of floor. And to get it to that level is going to cost this much. So I'm going to have a lot of information that I'm going to be discussing with them. It's not going to be a hackle type of negotiation. It's going to be negotiating based with real facts. If I'm going to go offering him a really low offer, I'm going to warn him ahead of time. I'm going to tell him, listen, we make an offer, it's going to be for this much. Now, most of the time, I'm going to need to go a little under that the actual market value or whatever I think it's worth. It might be worth less than market value because the property doesn't have the upgrades. So you always got to go a little lower to see how they feel about that. They're going to tell you that they're not going to take that offer. They're not going to accept it. Don't even bother bringing it. But we send it anyways. So now, a lot of the times, there's a good possibility that you could make a deal. You just got to fight hard for it. So I'm going to put you an example here on a deal that we just did. I'm not going to tell you the real numbers that we did the deal for, but let's say the property they're asking $600,000, and I think it's worth about $550,000. By the way, $50,000 on the listing or 10% or 5% over price is actually a big deal. Your listing will linger on the market. So this is the value of the property. So $600,000, that's what they're asking. Value is $550,000. So I'm going to offer the guy $540,000 or $535,000. Why am I going on it? Because I want to, number one, I want to get a better deal for my buyer. But two, you always got to leave some money in your pocket, right? So make sure that you leave some money in your pocket. They're going to come and ask you for more. This seller has their mind here. Now, if this seller, one of the important things is if this person just listed the property, it's going to be very difficult to bring it down on the first day. Very few times happen. This needs to happen when they're being 30 days on the market because no one's giving them the money and they're a little tired. So once I offer that, they're going to come back. They either don't sign back the offer. That could happen. Or they could be negotiating with me. Now, here's what happened with a property that we just purchased not too long ago. We made them an offer similar to this one. And the property was worth this. The guy told me over the phone, we're not going to take your offer. Don't even bother sending it. So next day, I went ahead and said, listen, we sent you the offer. So once I sent him in the offer, then I started selling him on me and my client. I'm a good agent. We can get the deal done. We never backed out of a deal. My clients are 100% qualified. They're serious. They're going to buy the place. They're going to move in. We're serious. We want to buy this house. You got to reassure the listing agent that you're going to make the deals because they're scared. You know, if I sell it to you, you're not going to close. So I sold them on that. And we also gave him a really good closing date, 30 days, right? So that was enticing for the seller. So guess what? Next day after I send the offer, the guy comes in, very nice to me. He really wants to deal with me, even though then he comes and asks me for more money. Anyway, so we decided not to improve anything. Now, my client ended up getting a property for less than was the market value on that deal. So we closed the deal. My client is super happy. Whenever you're dealing with an overpriced listing, you got to fight for that market value or maybe a little bit less. Always leave money in your pocket because they're going to come and ask you for more. And ask a lot of questions to that listing agent and see you can get some information that could be good for your clients. Anyways, Alejandro with Remax. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, want to watch more videos like this, and at the same time learn more about real estate, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and follow me on all the social media channels. Thank you and have a great day.